morning. Good to be with you again on Summit. Today is Wednesday and it's our midweek edition of the program. That's a message from Pelican Valley Estate, situated in Abeokuta in Ogun State, and they have affordable housing for you. So you can just call them on the numbers that you saw on the screen and do very good business with that organization. They are just waiting for your call. You're welcome again. My name is Jumoke Michaels. Banji.
Jumoke, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to be here at the midweek edition of the program Summit. My name is Banji Pusari. Jumoke, today is a very historic day.
Yeah.
Historic day, and I thought we were going to mention it.
Okay, you mentioned it.
Well, far away in the United States of America, of course, it's a global news. The 46th president of United States of America, Joe Biden, is going to be sworn in today. Today is the inauguration, and we've all waited for it, at least, not forgetting all the challenges leading to that inauguration today. But thank God, everything went smoothly due to the strong institutions in the United States of America. Thank God, Donald Trump has, even though he will not be president, and it's going to be unprecedented that any American president, no American president has ever been absent from the handing over. But Donald Trump has just refused to show up at the inauguration. It's going to be the first and an unprecedented one at that. But Joe Biden, irrespective of Donald Trump's presence or not, Joe Biden is going to be sworn in today and will commence a 4-year term as the president of the United States of America. I say congratulations, Donald Trump. Of course, that will be the next couple of hours from now. I say congratulations. Jumoke?
Yes, I join mine to that, to say congratulations. All right, so today on the program we'll be looking at, we'll be talking about the ruling party, All Progressives Congress. They are working towards having all their members register. And I just confirmed that it's both the old and intending members all need to return to register. And so we're going to be talking about all the modalities regarding that today. And we'll be talking about the significance, prospects, and challenges of registration of APC members. And we have today in the studio an APC stalwart, an inside person who will be giving us apt information on all that it portends for that registration exercise. We have with us in the studio today Omoba Adeyinka Oyediro. Is an APC stalwart. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, madam.
Real Yoruba man. I said Prince. He said no.
Jumoke, don't forget, also, don't let us leave an important aspect of his introduction. Okay. He is also the
president of Clarion Call for Yoruba race.
For Odua race.
Odua.
You say Odua?
Yes. So
that's the president. Is that in national?
Of course, national.
Or Lagos.
Even people from outside the country are with us. Most especially when we do one program or the other. During the day, I answer people in Nigeria. Overnight, people that watch this on the net or whatever will still be calling. In fact, we were invited to Germany last year, if not because of the COVID, to come and talk to the Nigerians over there.
In diaspora.
Yes.
That's a topic for another day. Okay? We'll bring it back very shortly. Jumoke just introduced you as a PC stalwart, so you should know. That's why we actually invited you here. Okay. The registration was actually originally slated for last year, that's 12th of December. But it was later rescheduled to next week, that's 25th of January. Could you give us an insight? What actually led to the reschedule?
Okay, thank you very much. For a party to be called a party, this is one of the beauty of it, or the advantage of it, giving opportunity to the citizenry to come on board, to come and see what they're doing, to participate. When you look at the outlook of party affairs in Nigeria, it is easy for anybody to look at it today and say we have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 parties. No, it's not that it's not because of the numbers. It is not that we have only 1, 2, 3. No, it is the outlook that actually projects one more than the other. The outlook, for instance, APC as of today, then probably you have PDP. Maybe I don't know whether there are other parties. The simple difference between them is the numerical strength, the ability to get to the nooks and corners, which APC is given the opportunity now again for those who had not been part to come and be part. Those who were not having interest before, who now see the necessity of participation in governance or whoever governed them to come and participate, because to me, it is the party that gives back to the government. Without a party winning an election, that party cannot form government. So the government is more or less a baby or an offshoot of that party. So, but when a party now has a larger and very strong numerical figure, then it tends to have a better and bigger outlook more than others. At the end of the day, it will become a major umbrella where you, or maybe until election period, before you know that there are other parties, when you start seeing strange faces and strange names. They've been there already before, but because they don't have the same outlook. So it is this kind of thing that gives, which the APC is giving out that come. Let those who were not part of the registration before be part to give opportunity to them. Two, the old members that were there, update your information with the party so that the party will see you as a genuine member. Some have moved from one location to the other. You need to go and update your information at your ward or your local government level where you have moved to. Those who have moved to this area, they need to do same. Some had their party cards before. It has become mutilated. Some have lost it, and because of that, they need to reconcile. No, it's not even, it's updating. Those old ones they need to update. Revalidation of your relationship with the party that look, I'm a full-fledged member. This is my number, this is my ward, this is my local government. So when you are talking as a member of the party, you will be recognized. It is not only on election period alone. And when you are talking of election anywhere, the winning ability to win an election starts from now. It starts from the area of registration, because that's what gives the strength. Then again, aside bringing good participation opportunity for the citizenry, it also gives party the strength that it needs to become a party where APC can say we are the largest party in West Africa, or we are the largest party in Africa, or we are the major party in Nigeria. What is it? The interpretation is simple: numerical strength, ability to go to nooks and corners, that wherever you go, you find our offices, we have our secretariat there, we have our members there. And when it is time for us to take a roll call, you see mammoth crowd. So this is it. Then it also gives the leaders of such each area the, how do I call it, the edge above others. When a leader in a local government now decide to call his members, and before you know, you are saying, this call cannot accommodate us, let us go to CMD where we can have big field. It means they have done a lot of work in terms of registration, and they have the numerical strength. So this is the beauty of it.
All right, so what is or are the criteria for anyone that wants to be a member? That's for someone who wants to be an intending member now.
Yes. Or is it an all-comers game?
By the grace of God, both professionals, traders, students, once you have come of age, that you can call this a mature mind.
What do you mean by come of age? What age?
Of course,
18.
18, of course.
Okay.
Because when we are talking, because it is from there that formation of the government is going to come, and that is always the benchmark everywhere. Okay. So as far as we are concerned, we're saying matured mind. It is not a common ground for students to come and be. When they are talking of students, little ones to come and be playing. No, it is a serious affair. It is an affair that will metamorphose into governance. It is an affair that will metamorphose in decision making. So it has to be a matured mind, and of course it is not meant for insane. So this is it. Once you meet all these the normal criteria of saying this is a sound-minded person, this is what. So even if you are handicapped, when you are sane and you are of age, and you have what your contribution, and you, the numerical, let me tell you, even if a leper comes to vote, once you can see the thumbprint, he's a full-fledged member. He's entitled to.
Okay, beyond the criteria,
Yes.
what after registration, what are the obligations? Are there, or they just register and go back home?
Okay,
Do members have any duties, obligations, and responsibilities?
Well, exactly. There are meetings that brings about information from the government through the party to the masses. You understand? It is this kind of meetings, it is this kind of opportunity that will give the opportunity to the masses to be able to know what is going on in either within the party, the plans of the party, and the plans of the government. Because like I told you before, the government is a baby of the party. It is when the party wins an election that is now forms a government. So there is relationally behind there. So opportunity that abounds there is that one, you have a very simple primary line of information that comes from the government through the party to you have first-hand information, number one. Number two, you have a kind of participatory ability because you are a member. The opportunity abounds there. If something is to be shared, if just is to be
palliatives,
in fact, before you know what is happening, if your boss says so you
so are you then confirming that most of the things that come from government end up within the party?
It will end up from the party, but it will be a mannerless expression if you say you are the head of a family and you share landed property that belongs to the family to every member and you raise your hand and say, me, I don't have home. It does not make sense. It gives the opportunity to members to be considered, of course, the masses. The instruction of the government is always carried out, but you cannot feed a baby and instead of you to go and you now want to go and wash your hand away. What about the remnant of the ruler? You lick it.
Fine.
All right. Well,
that's it.
Well, I as a person, if I want to join a group, I want to know what I'm going to benefit really.
Yes.
I want to know the things that the privileges
the attractions.
It gives to me, the attractions. Am I just needed on voting day just to cast my vote, and then during campaign you use me to garner votes for yourself and all that? So I want you to really outline the benefits that people will gain from becoming a member of the party.
This is one of the problems that we have in this part of the world. First and foremost, our orientation. I always say, our orientation is not the way it's supposed to be. Secondly, I want to talk about the manner of dissemination of information. In those days when we were young, you see every policy of the government, you see the manner at which it's going to be disseminated, even to the grassroots. Sometimes they turn it to play, comedy, or one traditional, so that it gets to the root. Some they mimic some people in terms, and before you know what is that, they're disseminating information. Some you go to the, when it is radio time, a news time or radio, nobody dare make noise. There are sometimes even handbills and whatever, you see different posters, even at the local level. Sometimes they go through the churches or the mosque or the local gathering, so that information will come from up down. Again, when we are talking about our orientation, if our orientation is right, that in the past, the past government have been able to do what is right.
What do you mean by past government?
No, I'm saying, okay, for instance, you know how many years we have been in democracy now. APC came into government in the last few years, and we are trying to say that we're bringing changes. And by the grace of God, if you look at what Nigeria is today, it's not what it was before. Of course, you will have some challenges here and there. When you have a dilapidated building, and you now want to reconstruct that, you want to get that building better, some people will feel the pain. Those who are going to be moved out of the place, Those who are going to compress themselves either maybe from 3-bedroom flat to 1 room, pending the time that you are managing. Sometimes it is better for you to send people out, bring down the structure if it is too dilapidated, and restructure. And during that period, you have some people having inconveniences and pains. This is what we have. It is not that the government is not doing anything. What we are saying is that what the government ought to have done many years ago, like when we started democracy, if structures, institutions have been built, you understand me? Infrastructure have been built, not just construct it and leave it, whatever. By now, we will be maintaining and redoing. Right now, it is as if we are starting all over. Roads are bad and whatever. Of course, thank God. So what we are saying is that if our orientation had been right before, you will have been able to know that these are fundamental duty of individuals to have participatory sense in this kind of party affairs, in democracy.
It shouldn't be about what I will gain.
It shouldn't be. This is exactly what it shouldn't be what you are going to gain. For instance, just like that's the reality. You need incentives. You need to start wooing people. Meanwhile, before they can come and register, because the first thing they will ask you is that what are we standing to benefit? In fact, sometimes they will ask you for immediate benefit for them to even come and register. Meanwhile, it is their fundamental duty for them to be able to be part of those who are going to govern them, for those who are going to be, for you to be part of those who are going to make policy that you are going to be under. For instance, when we are some estates in my area, during this kind of registration, they will not come out. During the registration of the electoral whatever, they will not come out. But leave them the moment there is election and you put some people there, they say, oh, you want to election. You say, don't mind them, those set of people. They have started, they will start fighting now before you know. You call them mad, you call them stupid, you call them. Meanwhile, you are going to be under their authority for that dispensation. If you like put a madman at the end of affairs there, it means you will be a subject of that madman for the period of 4 years.
Okay.
So what Madam mentioned is a fundamental problem that we need to resolve. We need to look at it. We need to let our people know. We need them to have the correct orientation that it is your duty, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are part and parcel of decision making. And how do you do that if you are not a member of a party? It is that they have not right to the extent of independent candidates. So because of that, it is what is obtainable. Liberia man say kuku jumuku. You know inside, you don't know. If you are not part of Israel, you cannot operate there effectively. Okay. So you have to be part.
So you are advocating a situation where people focus on long-term benefits.
Exactly.
I mean,
but actually, with all enthusiasm, they should go up. I'm appealing seriously that they should not wait for somebody to come and beg them. They should not wait for somebody to buy them loaves of bread or whatever before they do it. It is determining factor.
All right. Now let's look at those who, with the benefit of hindsight, let's look at those who registered a couple of years ago, particularly yes, when you were having a merger, APC, I mean then ACN, yes, the new PDP, as other parties that came together to form yes, APC then.
CPC. Yeah.
Now, as we speak today, there are reported cases of internal wranglings, disenchantment. People are not really happy about what is going on. Even party members are daggers drawn. There's so much love lost within the party. Now, for those who actually look forward to greater benefits, why would they actually, what could be the cause of those disenchantments within the party?
Thank you very much. Let me take it from this angle. The moment when we are talking about numerical strength of a party, the more, as we are saying, the merrier, I will also say the more the trouble. Because different groups came together, based of different background, they now come to flock together. It becomes a cosmopolitan environment. It's not that it now takes people that has wisdom, the spirit of God, to now be able to manage them. When you are managing your own house alone, you can speak one language and people will hear. When you need to manage a community, you need extra wisdom, extra energy to be able to speak different languages, different terms, different terminology that will carry everybody along. Otherwise, some people will feel cheated. In fact, it gives opportunity to the masses to be able to challenge who will be appointed or elected officer. You know, because if you are not many, by the time one or two people complain, you think you are the best. But if members are many, out of every 10 you have some vibrant, 1 or 2 vibrant ones, so they will challenge whoever is people that you are in the House of Rep. What are you doing? Go and see what other rep members are doing. You are in the Senate. What are you doing? Opportunity will be there for people to ask questions, because all of them cannot be tolerant. Again, the area you mentioned particularly is the internal ranking that comes. The moment you have people from different backgrounds, diverse people coming together, you need mechanism that will ameliorate things within them. It is all about interest.
It's all about interest.
It is all about interest. Some people have individual and personal interest that they pursue in a party. Some people are interested in development of their area. I am always interested in how can we bring government closer to my people to develop, because I remember when we started CDA in one of my area, you know, we were trying to make a drainage. We contributed money for 8 months. All the money we were able to contribute cannot even do 1/4 of the drainage. Again, we were thinking of block, and we know that in area that is either swampy or can be prone to flood, block is not always the best for drainage. You know, by the time we moved closer to the government, and the government came to us, the entire area was done in concrete. So this is opportunity that can come from the government. So some people are there because of the interest of their area. How do we bring developmental activities to our area? How do we give opportunity? Some people will come to Lagos, they will go to the interior, either in Beribe or whatever, where it is banana plantation. They will go and break into the place and start building. They will only buy from Omonile. Government may not have information. Even to get electricity, it is flexible wire that they will use from one house to the other. But after a period of time, government will come to know. If they want to complain, they say government is not giving us this. Government is not giving that. Meanwhile, they did not give information to government. They have come to somebody's farmland. It is between them and Omonile. But because of participation of this kind of thing, you will see then that information will get to the government. Government will start thinking of planning for them. In other countries, it is people that make their presence known to the government, so that planning, urban and regional planning, will know that we have volume of people in this area and whatever. And because of that, they will do a kind of projection into what the subsequent, future time will be. They now take care of it through budget, so that they can do beautiful plan for them. But here in Nigeria, it is government, it is when there is complaint, after establishing themselves there will not be conflict. The government agency will now want to collect money. They will now say, when did we, before you know, it is most of the time, it is during this kind of fracas that people government comes to know about them. So internal, you can see different interests.
Is that why your party stalwart, APs, that's former governor of Imo State, now senator, that's Rocha Sokorocha,
okay,
are trying to pull out of the party? He has said that your party has lost confidence, has lost the trust of the people, and that people will no longer flock behind APs. So himself and others of like minds are trying to chart a new.
Like I have told you, it is all about interest. Paraventure, when he was enjoying this as number one citizen,
it's still a PAPC.
Hold on. When he was there as the number one citizen of the state, there was no information of like that. If some of his interest or some of his agitation cannot be taken care of or cannot be absorbed by the party, that is human being for you. To me, by the time he is being called upon and there is a kind of harmonization, he may not go. He understands party. He's a party man. I want to give it to him. He's a party man. I remember even before he became governor, virtually everything we did in the Southwest, especially in Osun State, in Lagos State, he was always there. You will find him in the field with his collar, traditional collar that he puts on. I love him as a party man. I know that between now and the next 1 or 2 months, if he's being called upon and harmonize its interests alongside the interests of the party. You might not go anywhere.
Okay.
So
there's still some few more details we
Okay.
need to get before we end the program. That the membership registration
Yes.
is starting on the 25th of January.
Okay.
That's on Monday.
Okay.
And it's a nationwide exercise.
Yes.
All right. So what are the registration requirements?
let me quickly
Like Lagos State.
let me
Okay.
let me quickly put that one right.
Okay.
And me, Omobade Yinka Oyediro, as a party man, it is until the party state chairman, for instance, Lagos State, I Chief Tunde Balogun, signed a letter accompanied by the signature of the state secretary, Honorable Laro Ogunyemi. That is the one that becomes authentic information to me and I can work upon.
As regarding a date.
As regarding either the date, the format, and whatever, those who are going to organize it. Because you see, sometimes projection, people work on projection that this is how it is being done, or this is how it's going to be done, or hearsay. So, and thanks to that number party have said, look, you cannot work on assumption. You have to work on reality. So, by the time for as projection, if you look at it in a projection manner, 25th of January. But by the time the letter comes out, because if it is changed tomorrow, I will not say no. They are the aim of affairs. So that is that. Then we are now asking for what are the criteria.
Yeah.
What is important is for you to go. They will tell you registration area. It's going to be published. Then at the local level, it's going to be announced. They will call meeting of the local government party stalwart. The information will be disseminated. It will be said on the news, on the television and on the radio. So those designated areas is just a matter of going there with your passport photograph. If you have been a member, you update, they find out that you are still a full-fledged member. If your card has become dilapidated or mutilated, it will be changed for you. Some they can't find their home. If you remember the number or they can find your name on the ledger, they will now issue you another one signed by the party chairman of that particular area. They will get your age, they will get your address. If you have all this and you have moved to another location, they will bring about your card. They will not transfer your information into that new environment that you become a party member in that locality. Not that you will be in Ejigbo and you say you are a party member in Koshofe. Go and update or validate your information with the party structure over there.
All right, but for those in Lagos, sorry,
Yeah.
usually you say we want LASRA, residency and all that. Is it going to apply for those who want to register in Lagos State?
It is better for you to get prepared. Boy Scout language says be prepared. Why? Thank God for our Baba Ashwani Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You remember the last population we did in Lagos here? It was like having double population census. As the federal government was handling their own, he also put up a structure that follows them, almost another team following them to make sure that Lagos is always trailing the blaze. Blaze is trailing that, okay, we want to do this thing right, we want to get correct information. So the same way you should get prepared. If the last one is a very good instrument for Lagos State. You know, virtually every family in Nigeria has a representative in Lagos here. They have one relation or the other. So that is why Lagos is a special. To me, Lagos is like a country of its own. So the way they will do things must be different from others. They will provide more opportunity and they need to work more. So that is why we need to have correct information. To me, it's a fair representation of Nigeria. I'm talking about Lagos State. Especially most of the things that is obtainable that Lagos State government has done, it is what the national is trying to emulate.
All right, there's so much to talk about. The logistic problems, the challenges and all that. There are always another opportunity.
Even incentives, accreditation, information, dissemination of information to the
bottom line is that people should just keep their ears to the ground to know when.
And they should even brace up their mindset that it is not compulsory until they give me 500 naira before I go and register. Yeah. It is my power. It is my sense of belonging. It is my duty
All right.
It's a national call.
All right, thank you so
very
much.
much.
We've been talking with Omoba Adeyinka Oyediran, and a Lagos APC stalwart, and also the president of Clarion Call for the Yoruba race. Thank you so much, sir.
We sincerely
All
appreciate
right,
your
so we'll
coming,
be
sir.
leaving you with a message from Lahas International Limited, owners of Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate in Mowe, Ogun State. They are waiting to do business with you, so begin to call them on the number on the screen. My name is Jumoke Michael. See you again. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll be traveling to US now. So see you on Monday.